Let's talk a little bit about unconditional love. When we are, in normal words, when we are saying we love someone, we are loving that person with our conditioned mind. That means if everything is going according to our frames, if everything is matching with our views, then we love this person. But if this person is doing something that is not according to our already predefined rules, then we have a problem. So this is the way we normally love. Just take a look at it. You have to look at your own relationships and see if it is true. When everything goes according to your wishes, when everything is for your matching with your expectations, then we think we love this person. But unconditional love is something completely different from this. Unconditional love only happens when you are free from your thoughts and the mind, and when your heart is opened. That is where the unconditional love comes. When you are in a conditioned mindset, you can't relate to another person without the already learned, already constructed frames of your own mind. So, for example, we have in our mind how the person that I am looking for to love, how they should look like, which kind of job they should have, which kind of money they should have, from which country they are from, how do they look from outside, and what are their values. Everything we have a predetermined or a frame set. So when we see someone, we are putting them in these frames and looking if it is matching to our frames. And if it is matching, then we say, okay, I like this person, we share the same hobbies, we share the same values, so let's get into a relationship. But after you are getting into a relationship, you find out that is not the same things that you thought that this person is, that you first thought that he is according to my frames, but later you find out that it's not like that. He's a little bit different. He's acting a little bit different. So, because you were so attached to these frames that you were looking for, now you have a problem because it's not matching anymore with your frames. So we find a way to match the things and to work on it. That is what we say we are working on our relationship, or that you are trying to make it work. So trying to make it work is a good thing, because now you are seeing that it is not this person is not according to your frames, and you are open for that, and then you are trying to find a way to have harmony, or to be open for their ideas and to accept them as they are. But this is something very difficult for a lot of people, because they are fixed on their frames. They are so fixed. They think that if it is not according to my set of rules, then it's nothing for me. I can't do it. because they are so much attached to these frames, how someone should behave, how someone should think, how someone should act. So that is why we see a lot of problems in relationships with people. It is with friends, it's with parents and children, and also a husband, wife, or girlfriends, boyfriends, everyone. When we meet someone, when we have a friend, or when we have any relationship, what we are trying to do is to match these people to our frames. We try to put them in boxes. So we feel safe, so we know how they will act, so we are certain how they are going to act. We don't like uncertainty. We won't fix things. So that is why we try to put people on boxes. If you can take someone as they are, accept them as they are, that means you are open for whatever change this person is bringing to the relationship. That is something completely different than saying I love you or I like you just because you are acting and behaving according to my frame set, my views. If you really like someone, if you really love someone, then if you have this unconditional love towards someone, that means that you are accepting them as they are without your frames. But it is very difficult for us to do that because we are conditioned in a way that we can only love like that. We can only have relationships with people like that because we are connecting them with our minds. We are trying to think logically, to see the good, bad, what I like, what I don't like, all these things from the mind, and then to determine these connections that you have. We are not going with the feeling, we are not going with the heart. We are having all these relationships with this dual mind. That is the problem, because the mind can't work any other way. It is all the time dual. It is all the time logical. So it's all the time looking for the good, the bad, and all these things. But if you are with the heart, if you are feeling someone, if you are going with the feeling, that means you are at that moment, you are feeling beyond the words that they are talking to you. You see beyond the actions they are doing. You see everything beyond the mind. You are feeling it. That is completely different than connecting with someone with the mind. If you really like someone or if you really love someone, then you are not putting them in a cage. You should behave, you should act, you should think, you should say things that I only like, something like this. So it's like this. There are two people and they have two parrots. And one person is feeding this parrot in a cage. He put the parrot in the cage and then feeding him every day, giving him food. But the parrot is in the cage. But the other person is opening his cage and letting the parrot fly. So who is the one who is really loving the parrot? The one who is feeding in the cage or the one who is letting him go free? The one who is letting the parrot go free, he is thinking that if the parrot really loves him, he will come back. But if he likes to go out and be free, then it is his choice. Either way, he loves the parrot. Either way, it's okay for him. He is not attached to the parrot. He is loving the parrot without attachment. But what we call in normal life, love is the attachment. It's not love, it's attachment. Attachment is to stick to someone and to make him a puppet according to my wishes. We are giving him everything, we think that we love him. But at the end, when you really take a deep look, it is this attachment that you have for this person. You give him food, you give him everything that he wants, but he has to act, think, and work and say things that you like, only what you like. He has to act according to your wishes. It's the same like the parrot in the cage. But just look, if you are having a parrot in the cage and you are feeding them and you think that they are yours, and when one day you open the cage and they are flying away and never coming back. So you see, the parrot only wanted to go be free. He didn't love you because he didn't wanted to be in the cage. So the real love is letting them free, letting your loved ones free. That doesn't mean that you are losing them. That is where the real love is, without attachment.